Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try it over the left side. And 45 on its way. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, when you open it up for the passing.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
The offense goes to zero, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's Romero. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Kentucky will be forced to punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Bama, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The short hands, it's Clark. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Alabama pushing the tempo. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking in this game.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
From midfield, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense starts with a short field. They want to run it left here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Power football with the run. And he's dragged down. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Man, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They go to the ground. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They
got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been...
Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, just keeps firing. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Rivers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the run, it's Romero. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try the left side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line, and I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You've got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. Well, that stats, count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I think we want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Kept it on the ground on first down, see if they stick with that plan on second. Back to pass, it's Rhodes. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. Now they'll run it to the right here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
Across the 35. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the tailback. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the...
Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's right on target. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Rhodes. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day that... Yet they're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Let's go! On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Rhodes. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Rhodes. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.